Gibbs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Gibbs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Wizards are on the board here first in the season opener. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them. And they get their first sack of the contest.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Gone. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
At the 9-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Goff now looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On 2nd down. The football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is got it. And they're going to set up short at the 27-yard line. And we can put some security in here.
Defense, excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Derek Barnes in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brian Burns now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly doesn't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly they had him surrounded, and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to read that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 42 yards. And the Wizards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Wizards 14, Chiefs nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Another throw on 2nd down. Complete as well.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This ball deep for Tony. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gone. That is caught by Laporta. A big play there. And even 40 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Goff now to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back to the pass defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's gone. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. And what will be the final action of this first half? First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 of our St. George Dynasty. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying it defensively, and that brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Wizards 21, Chiefs nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make 1 more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Mahomes now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's James returning. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the National. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give right side for Gibbs. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
touchdown! Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Wizards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 28-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason to week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3rd and 2. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout? That's something to be cherished.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
First down, Orlando.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. He'll get this down to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.